step away, I'm just a breath away, losing my faith today.
Falling off the edge today.
I am just a man, not superhuman.
I'm not superhuman.
Someone save me from the hate. It's just another war.
Stop 37 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Rockingham, the Rock, the second visit to the Rock we've had in the series for quite a while, actually, since we had 2 stops at the Rock in one season. But anyway, we are here today for the running of the AC Delco 400, and we are set for racing here today for 50 laps around the Rock. Kind of seems like it's more than we've had for a while. But anyway, we're using the 1995 version of the Rock for this track, by the way, so it's pretty good, doesn't it? So anyway, the points battle here, well, 22 points separate the top 2 in the points chase going into this race, and here, but quite a spread between, and another good spread between second and third. So let's get the racing underway here from the Rock here on the pole for this event at 166 miles an hour. It is Andrew Perry, the number 5 Kellogg's Cornflake Chevrolet. Already his second pole of his career in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. He has not run this. He didn't start running until Kansas. That's the strange part here. He'll be alongside Zach Rogers, the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. He's alongside. Then it's the number 44 Hot Wheels Pontiac of Noah Cars on the inside of the next row down. Beside him will be Joshua Collar, the number 43 STP Pontiac. He's third in the points chase coming in. Row 3 has William Brock, the number 7 XI Batteries Ford, and beside him, Corey Williams, the winner at New Hampshire, the number 31 Lowe Chevrolet. Brock was the winner of the first race at Pocono. Ryan Madden, the second Talladega winner on the inside of the 4th row in the Prodigy Chevrolet, car 71, and beside him, the number 16 Family Channel Ford, of the Daytona 500 winner, Marty Johnson. Then it's Quentin Moore, the first Richmond winner in the Citgo Ford, car 21. He'll be with this team next season. And beside him, John Arndt, the number 19 Dodge Dealers Dodge. There, next row down, row number 5 has Charles Sanford. Row 6 has Charles Sanford, the DuPont Chevrolet, car 24. He's currently second in the points chase coming in and looking for a good day here today at the Rock. He'll be alongside Levi McIntyre, the XI Batteries SKF Ford. Levi was the winner at Kansas. Charles the winner of 3 races this season. Jesse Turner in the inside of the 7th row in the Western Auto Chevrolet, car 17, and beside him will be the winner of the second race at Martinsville. Here's Zach Flickinger, the Skull Bandit Chevrolet, car 33. Then it's James Richardson, the number 35 Tabasco Hot Sauce Pontiac. Beside him will be Trent Dunham, the winner of the Southern 500 at Darlington, this Bass Pro Shops Chevy, car number 1. Then it's Zach Austin, the number 23 Smokin' Joe's Ford. Beside him will be the number 29 GM Goodwrench Service Plus Chevrolet of South Boston winner Joseph Romero. Then it's Kyle Matthews, number 42 Meliella Pontiac, 3-time winner this season, and he always seems to run good at the Rock. So we'll see what happens here today. He starts in the inside of the next row. Beside him will be Luis Hernandez, number 25 Michael Holligen Chevrolet. Then it's Zachary Fitzwater, the number 45 Sprint PCS Chevrolet, and he'll be flanked by the number 6 Bob Valvoline Ford of Matt Dallio. He's on the outside. Then it's Ryan George, the number 30 Pennzoil Pontiac, and the runner also at Charlotte. He'll be on the inside of the next row.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Hands been given the fire to engines because we've already seen here today at the Rock. Ryan George will be flanked alongside Cooper Cyron, the number 11 FedEx Freight Chevrolet. He was the winner of the first race at Darlington. Andrew Perry leading him down an all Chevrolet front row for this event at the Rock, and Nicholas Romero, by the way, is going for the Rockingham sweep this season. He won the spring race here as the field comes down on corner number 4. And we are set for racing, and we are underway. Andrew Perry, you may remember, took over that ride from Austin LaPlante after the race at Kansas, or after the race at Dover this season, and he's already been very, very impressive, to say the least. And here he comes, and he'll lead the first lap of this race. And remember, he got his first pole. Remember his first ever race, he won the pole and finished top 5 in that race at Kansas. So that sometimes some cars serve one well than the other. So Noah Carr's now going in second position. Third position going to William Brock. Darn pace car. Ryan Madden in fourth spot. Battle for fifth between Quentin Moore and second in points, Charles Sanford. Already up to the 6th position after starting this race in 11th position here in the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet. Lost the points lead after the race, I believe, at Charlotte. And I guess you might say a guy on his way to Death Rage Vengeance, because he wants that points lead back from Jessica Shelton. And right now, Samper looks like in a pretty good position to do so, because Shelton started dead last in this race. So one thing Charles got to hope for is that she didn't make it up any ground already. Kyle Matthews running in 11th position right behind Zach Rogers, who was the outside pole server for the event. Jesse Turner, by the way, runs in the 7th position. 8th is James Richardson. 9th is Zach Austin, and 10th is Zach Rogers. The pair of Zachs going at it. Then Matthews in 11th. 12th is Ryan George, who's come on strong late in the season. He almost won at South Boston, only to get passed by Joseph Romero on the final turn of the final lap of that race. And something tells me he's going to be a contender for season 16 in this series. Zach Flickinger, who last season won the first Talladega event, but this season didn't win until the second race at Martinsville. However, Flickinger is 4th place in the points chase coming in, so he's in a battle, by the way, between he, Joshua Collard, and Kyle Matthews for the top 3 for the 3rd position in the points chase. That was the battle between that was the battle behind the top 2 between Shelton and Sanford. Zachary Fitzwater, car 45, running in 14th position, the Sprint PCS Chevrolet. He is currently 39th in the standings, so he has not had a good season so far. He has had a few solid runs, but not quite up to snuff of that 45 car. Corey Williams having a solid 15th at the moment. Joshua Collard dropped to 16th, so Collard and Williams, who both started up in the top 10, in Collard's case started up in 4th spot and has slid back very rapidly. Collard, a 3-time winner, winning at California, winning at Riverside, and also at Chicagoland this season. Jeremy Jones, a 2-time winner, winning at Las Vegas and Dover, the second Dover event. JT Bryant, another 2-time winner, the Altel Dodge car number 12. And he right now running a solid 11th place in the point chase, and he's going for Rookie of the Year honors, which goes to the highest finishing rookie in the points chase. And right now, trying to see who all is in this. Right now, William Bedford would be the leading rookie. He sits 9th in the standings. Rogers is in 10th, and JT Bryant is in 11th. So you got a battle within a battle happening in the points chase. Nicholas Romero, who won the first Rockingham event this season here at the GM Goodwrench Service 400, he right now sits in 19th position, so he's got quite a ways to go if he hopes to pull up a second Rockingham win this weekend. Joseph Romero runs in 20th, 21st. Dallas McIntosh, who's had some good runs in an 8 car. Dylan Poteet running in 22nd position, and here comes McIntosh going to the inside of Joseph Romero, but nothing doing. Romero has the bite on the outside of coming on the second turn. Meanwhile, Poteet, along with the help of Cooper Cyron, is is about to catch Dallas McIntosh for position. That's for 21st spot. Poteet's in 22nd. 23rd is the car of Cooper Styron, the winner of the first Darlington event. Poteet's won twice this season, that coming at the first Michigan event and the second Richmond event. William Bedford, the winner of the first Atlanta event, he is running in 24th position. He also won the second race at Michigan this season. Poteet trying to go inside of Bedford, and now he's got the drafting help from Cooper Styron. Not often you hear the word drafting on a 1 mile racetrack, but Stephanie Gardner runs in 25th. 26th is Dalton Day, the winner at Texas this season. He almost won the 500 mile at Charlotte, but got passed out of the last turn of the last lap by Seth Cole, who is a couple of cars back, by the way. He is running in 29th. Up ahead of him is John Arndt in 27th and Joshua Osborne in 28th. And both of them have won once this season. Arndt won the 600 at Charlotte, and Joshua Osborne took home the title at the first race at North Wilkesboro. Levi McIntyre is slid back big time. He's running in 30th position after a big shuffle they had. So starting on the outside apparently does not help at all. And same with Trent Dunham, who started about outside of the top 10. He's running 31st at the moment. And matching his car number in 32nd position is the man who finally got that long-awaited first win, Kev Shearer, the number 32 tied Pontiac. He runs 32nd. He won the last stop on the tour at North Wilkesboro, the Holly Farms 400 in that event. So Shearer's got the confidence knowing that he can finally win one in this series. And Chris Dodd running in 33rd. He hopes he can win one before the season's over. Luis Hernandez in 34th. 35th is Matt Dalio. Levi Shones, 36th, 37th. Dylan Young, who is trying to get his way in the top 20 in the point chase. Not with a run like that, he won't. Marty Johnson, 38th. He's another one that slid back big time. And then you got the two Yates cars back there. Johnny Gardner in 28 and the 88. The 28 of Johnny Gardner and the 88 of Michael Turner. Johnny's in 39th, Turner's in 40th, which tells me the points leader, Jessica Shelton, is still dead last. Well, she's going to kill me over this race. So, right now, the way things are right now, Shelton is very vulnerable to losing the points lead from Charles Sanford. The way it's going right now. But Andrew Perry staying very impressive in that 5 car. He runs as the leader of the race here in the AC Delco 400. The top 5 has not changed much. Charles Sanford has slid back just a little bit, though. He's running in 9th position. Running right just ahead of Zach Rogers in the 3 there. The classic Earnhardt-Gordon battle. Kyle Matthews running in 11th position. So right now, as it stands right there, Matthews has gained a little bit in the points chase. He's running ahead. Well, actually, Matthews is barely ahead of Zach Flickinger, so you get 1 point per position. So Flickinger would stay ahead of Matthews in the points chase. Because right now, Matthews comes in 4 points behind Flickinger for 4th in the points chase. But they are both well ahead of Joshua Collard, and I'm not sure where Collard's at right now. Collard currently is in 15th position, so he is 3 spots behind Zach Flickinger. And here comes Matthews, tried to make the look to the inside, and he lost a little bit of ground between he and Zach Rogers, and now he's back. Now he's following the clutches of Zach Flickinger in the 33. Kyle Matthews always seems to like this track at Rockingham because he always seems to run. He always seems to run very, very good over here. He has won here before, by the way. In fact, that was one of his first wins in the Castrol GTX Cup Series back with the Aero 88 mod. As a matter of fact, one of his first wins, not his very first. I think his very first came over at Indianapolis where one of his wins this season came, by the way, along with the second race at Pocono and the race at Watkins Glen. And Collis is admittedly saying not known for a very good road racer, but still has run good on all the road courses this season. Ryan George having a strong run in 13th position in the Pennzoil Pontiac. George was the winner of the race, the All-Star race at Charlotte this season. The surprise winner, he got in by racing his way in the Winston Open. And that's only, I think, the second time it's ever happened in this series, I believe, too. So, Zach Austin, by the way, Ryan George right now running 26th in the standings. Here comes Zachary Fitzwater trying to find some room on the inside. Nothing doing, running just ahead of his Petty Enterprises teammate Joshua Collard. Fitzwater in a Chevrolet and Collard in a Dodge after switching from Pontiac, where he won all three of his races in this season. Collard is talking about Joshua Collard, but that Dodge he has run very well in that Dodge so far too. This right now is the best battle on the racetrack. There's Zach Austin going by Ryan Madden, who has slid back a couple of spots. Ryan Madden down to the 8th position as Zach Austin and James Richardson has both gone by him. But right now this is the best battle on the track between Sanford and Zach Rogers. And that drafting that these two have put on there, they both have gained on Ryan Madden, so they both could look to pick up a spot. And here comes Rogers to the inside. Rogers trying to take a peek on Sanford. Nope. In fact, Rogers had to get out of the throttle as he comes out of corner number 4 and loses a little bit of ground to Sanford. There's Richardson and Austin, both of them. Both of them having solid seasons so far. James Richardson running in 16th in the standings at the moment. He has been in the top 10 for most of the year. And Zach Austin running 19th in the standings. So both of them have been very quietly running solid here this season. Zach Austin almost won a couple of plate races this season at Daytona, at the 400 at Daytona. He also almost won the 500 as well, and he almost won the first. And he almost won both Talladega events too. So that car is very good on the super speedways, on the restrictor plate tracks, but the downforce package seems to be kind of hit and miss in some ways. But right now it's a hit here at Rockingham, running in 7th position at the moment in the Smokin' Joe's Ford. Jesse Turner, that's a guy whose season's been kind of feast or famine for him. He's in the 17 cars. Jesse Turner right now running 25th in the points. And he's right now got a 5th place run going right now. Here comes William Brott to the inside of Noah Cars for position. But Noah's got that high line working to his advantage, isn't at 44, and he runs right now 2nd at the moment. Brock in 3rd. 4th is Quentin Moore, who won the first race at Richmond this season. And he has our roof cam on the Citgo Ford. Let's take a lap around with Quentin Moore here. Down the backstretch he goes. Following William Brocken at 7 car here. Up on the high side of that racetrack here in turns 4. Just about right on that white line. This time by, they could be coming for 11 laps to go. And you see right there in the in-car camera, they do drift up a little bit on that white, on the high line of the racetrack. Still working on William Brock for that 3rd spot here. Talking about Quentin Moore. And just like we saw with the battle between Sanford and Rogers, these two here, here to kind of you get up behind the car though, and you kind of tend to want to let off the throttle just a little bit though. Now Jesse Turner tries to go inside of Quentin Moore for the fourth spot, but Quentin says no way, Jose, and he keeps that fourth spot. Coming down, they now have 9 laps to go, and Andrew Perry has already pulled out to a very substantial lead over Noah Cars. And Noah Cars is another one of those guys who's had kind of a feast or famine season himself too. The man known as Swagger 42. His man known for his NASCAR Cut series or whatever the stop motion series he has. Check out his channel, and his series is great too. But Noah Cars right now running in second position. He has had a couple races kind of gone away from him too, but he is 28th in the standings, and he has had some solid runs too. Hoping to go for Rookie of the Year this season, and not quite in contention to do so, but he is running very, very well today here in that 44 Hot Wheels Pontiac. Take you through the field one more time here. There's Ryan Madden. He's still in 8th position. Now Zach Flickinger has gone by Zach Rogers, and now he's up on the back bumper of Charles Sanford now. So Sanford's unable to shake some of these guys off. So Flickinger now moves into 10th. 11th is now Rogers. Kyle Matthews has slid back to 15th right now in the Mellow Yellow car. So there's the front bumper cam in Zach Flickinger's car. And if you can read the automotive finishes on the back bumper of Charles Sanford's car, you're getting close. Charles driving his brains out to try to keep that 9th position. They'll be coming down for 3 laps to go, and it's been all about this man, Andrew Perry, the number 5 Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet. Johnny Gardner found him and put him in that 5 car after the departure of Austin LaPlante. And that car has since run very, very well, and they're probably thinking, why didn't you put him in the car the first of the season? But right now he's got 2 laps to go in the race here. At Rockingham, he's pulled out, and the lead has now grown to, actually shrunk to 1.21 seconds now on Noah Cars. And meanwhile, Zach Flickinger has gone by Charles Sanford to take 9th away, by the way. So Flickinger continuing to move up some spots now, with the white flag waves over the number 5 Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet. Andrew Perry has 1.017 miles to go in this racetrack. He won the pole in his first ever start at Kansas. He finished top 5 in that event. He has a couple of top 5s here and there since taking over that 5 car. And he is going to be a first-time winner. Andrew Perry wins the AC Delco 400. How about that? The number 5 Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet goes to victory lane to take here at the Rock. Noah Cars will come home 2nd, 3rd to William Brock, 4th Quentin Moore. Jesse Turner ends up 5th, 6th is James Richardson, 7th Zach Austin, Ryan Madden 8th, Zach Flickinger 9th, and Zach Rogers got around Charles Sanford as well at the last lap to finish in 10th position. So a great day here at the Rock. And a great debut of this racetrack. This may be for season 16. Who knows? But Charles Sanford ends up finishing 11th in the race here. Average speed 160.430 miles per hour. Ryan George ends up 12th. 13th is Zachary Fitzwater. 14th Corey Williams. 15th Kyle Matthews. So both Matthews and Sanford look to And Collard actually as well too. So Matthews, Collard, Flickinger, and Sanford both looking to gain some ground on Shelton in the points chase here after this run here. Collard comes home 16th. 17th was Joseph Romero. JT Bryant 18th. 19th Nicholas Romero. Jeremy Jones 20th. 21st was Cooper Cyron. 22nd Stephanie Gardner. Dylan Poteet 23rd. 24th Dallas McIntosh. John Arndt 25th. 26th Dalton Day. 27th Seth Cole. That's going to hurt him in the points chase. Seth came in this race 6th in the standings. He was quite a distance back from Kyle Matthews in 5th spot though. So Seth's hopes of maybe trying to get attention for the top 5 pretty much shot out the window in with that run. But still a solid points run nonetheless for him this season. Levi Shones was 28th. 29th was Luis Hernandez. Matt Delio 30th. 31st was Kev Shearer. So he did pick up a spot there from Trent Dunham in the last laps of the race. Trent was 32nd. 33rd, Dylan Young. 34th was Johnny Gardner. Levi McIntyre 35th. So some of these guys who started up in the front at about the first of the race, they ended up sliding back in a hurry, which has been kind of the problem with this racetrack there sometimes. So just because you start up front doesn't mean you're going to finish up there, as we saw. Unless, of course, you were the pole sitter in the case of Andrew Perry. Levi McIntyre was 35th. 36th was Joshua Osborne. That's another one who was trying to get in the top 10 in the points chase himself. Michael Turner was 37th. 38th, Marty Johnson. 39th, William Bedford. Chris Dodd, 40th. And Jessica Shelton, the point leader, last in the race. Oh, she's going to kill me. But so that should tighten up the points chase. And like I said, very vulnerable maybe to possibly losing the points lead after this race at Rockingham, which I think she might after this race. With the point, you'll see the points as they're distributed at the end of this race. But our congratulations to Andrew Perry, the number 5 Kellogg's Cornflake Chevrolet. It's been all Andrew all the time at the AC Delco 400 as we head for the next stop on the tour at Phoenix, Arizona, in the running of the Subway Fresh Fit 500 for that event. So until then, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA. Celebrating 5 years of offline racing at its best.
Greg, did you have any ignition problems?